As fitness tech becomes increasingly embedded in our daily routines, from smartwatches and running apps to AI-powered training platforms, one uncomfortable question is gaining urgency. What happens when the algorithm gets it wrong? When a runner follows advice from their wearable and ends up injured? Or worse, who bears responsibility? The athlete? The app developer? The company behind the hardware? The answer is murky, and the ethical stakes are growing fast. Fitness algorithms are designed to offer guidance, track your training load, tell you when to rest, suggest how hard to push. But behind the sleek user interface lies a network of assumptions, simplifications, and statistical models that are anything but foolproof. These algorithms are often trained on narrow datasets that don't reflect the full diversity of users. They rely on proxies like heart rate, step count, or pace to estimate stress and recovery. But they can't account for context, a missed meal, a poor night's sleep, chronic pain, or mental fatigue. When the recommendation fails, when the app says go hard but your Achilles says not today, the injury feels personal, but the cause is systemic. The ethical problem deepens when these tools shift from passive trackers to active advisors. A suggestion becomes an expectation. If your app says you're detraining because you took 2 days off, or gives you a green light to run after a sleepless night, it creates pressure to obey. Runners, especially novices, often trust the device over their own instincts. But when the advice backfires, leading to stress fractures, burnout, or chronic tendinopathy, the platform rarely assumes any blame. The fine print usually disclaims all responsibility. This imbalance, where tech gives advice without accountability, raises critical ethical concerns. Should companies be allowed to give health-related guidance without validating it through rigorous testing? Should algorithms that influence physical behavior be regulated like medical tools, or continue to operate in the gray zone between consumer gadget and quasi-coach? Right now, most fall into the latter category, where oversight is minimal and liability is conveniently offloaded onto the user. The harm isn't always physical. Algorithmic training advice can also damage mental health. Constant alerts about recovery status, training strain, or fitness loss can induce anxiety, guilt, or disordered training behaviors. For athletes already vulnerable to performance pressure, these messages can reinforce overtraining, underfueling, and obsessive tracking. Yet the psychological impact of these nudges is rarely studied and almost never disclosed. To be clear, not all fitness tech is harmful. Many tools, when used as supplements to body awareness and good coaching, can enhance training and reduce risk. But that's only true when users understand their limits and the devices. Too often, that line is blurred. Companies market these tools as smart, adaptive, and science-based, creating the illusion of precision. In reality, they are offering probabilistic guesses dressed up as personal advice. So, who should be responsible when things go wrong? Ethically, companies that design training algorithms should be held to higher standards. That means transparent methodology, better testing across diverse populations, and clear disclaimers when advice is speculative. There should also be stronger consumer education, built-in features that remind users to listen to their body, not just the device. And when harm does occur as a direct result of flawed advice, legal systems may eventually need to step in to define liability in these digital gray zones. Runners, too, must protect themselves, not just from injury but from blind trust. Technology is a tool, not an authority. If your watch says go but your body says stop, the wiser course is clear. The algorithm doesn't feel your pain, and it won't carry the consequences. The future of fitness tech holds great promise, but also real risk. The challenge now is to ensure that innovation doesn't outpace responsibility. Because when the machine makes a mistake, it shouldn't be the human body that pays the price.